Hello everyone, welcome once again to electronicsdirect.com. My name is Hugo Almeida. Today I'm going to do a brief demo on the proper way of installing an F compression connector over an RG6 coaxial cable. Now whether you're using a tri-shield or a standard RG6 dual shield coax cable, these compression connectors that I have in front of me will all work with either one of those coaxial cables. Now I must add that over the last 10 years of working with compression connectors, I've seen the industry drastically change the quality that's out there. So if you're just buying a compression connector, I'm always going to push you to buy quality. And the reason is there's a wide variety of styles of compression connectors, from aluminum with plastic inserts to full metal compression connectors with dual O-rings to withstand temperature changes and different weather patterns throughout different parts of the world or the U.S. In our area, the tri-state area, we have extreme temperature changes from hot, humid summers to very icy, cold winters. So there's some great connectors out there. I personally happen to be a fan of this little one right here. It's I believe this one's the SLCU6. It's made by Holland Electronics. Again, not to take away from any one of these manufacturers. You know, we offer them all. They're very good compression connectors. Some are a little more cost effective than others. Holland Electronics happens to be a well-priced, high-end compression connector. Tools we're going to need for the job here are going to be a good wire cutter with a clean blade, and the reason is you always want to have a crisp cut across that conductor. You're going to need a prep tool. This one here is a 59 and RG6 prep tool. Very inexpensive, but it's got a clean blade. It'll do a nice job when we prep the cable. And then we have a wide selection of compression connectors. This one here happens to be a Ripley tool, which is the CTAS, but the nice thing about this tool is that it enables you not only to compress the RG6 and the RG59, but also your RG11 compression connector. Here we have a different style of compression tool with a die design, which enables you, again, to be able to compress RG6, 59, and 6 compression connectors, as well as many different RG11 compression connectors. Nice thing about this tool is that it has a 360-degree support die, so that when you push against the compression connector, you get a full body support on the compression. For the audio video guys out in the industry, this is a great little tool. Why? Because it compresses your F connector, 59 and 6, but this little die on the side that's removable and you insert into the chamber is meant to compress BNC and RCA compression connectors. I believe that's the CT21 FBR, if I'm not mistaken. Then you come across your simple compression connector, very common in the industry. I call it the bullet chamber compression connector. It supports the connector at 180 degrees. So why do I mention that? I mention that because going back to the wide range of manufacturers that are putting out compression connectors today, they use different metals. Now, when you use this style of 180 degree support on the compression connector, and you're using a soft metal of a compression connector, it'll tend to bulge out on one side. That's not good. It's not what you want. It's not recommended. That type of a compression connector is meant to be used with a compression tool that supports the back of that compression connector 360 degrees. If at any case you have no choice but to use it, then I recommend turning it 180 degrees, compressing it once again to kind of remove the bulge. Not recommended, but sometimes we're in the field and we have no choice. I personally do not recommend it. I would literally simply just cut it, start again. Let's start. Here I have a piece of coaxial cable I've already cut. I always like to cut the tip one more time just to get a good clean cut across the conductor. I take my prep tool, slide it over the coaxial cable, give it a few turns, make sure I come back with it. Simply remove it, and what we have now is an industry standard called it's a quarter cut. We have a 1/4 inch of conductor exposed, and then we have some braid over the dielectric. The braid should be pulled back over the PVC jacket, okay, in an evenly format. And here we're going to take a compression connector with, we'll go with the SLCU6 by Holland Electronics. You simply slide it over, give it a few turns. I like the conductor to just pass the body of, or the lip of, the compression connector. The dielectric is just about flush with the body on the inside. And now I'm just gonna grab the standard tool, in which you just simply slide it into the chamber, compress, okay, and remove it. Very nice compression. You can give it a little tug, you'll see that it's not going to go nowhere. You have an exposed conductor, which I personally like. Why? Because when you're installing in components and different styles and different manufacturers of splices, F-splices, you want to make sure your conductor is making contact with the pins on the inside of the component or the splice, F-splice tools out there. Again, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this brief demo. If you have any questions, shoot us an email. Please follow us, our blogs. Follow us on Twitter. Become a fan on Facebook. Make the connection. Thank you. Have a great day.